Good morning. I just thought I'd have a little chat today about bringing a puppy into a household where there's already a cat. So I've called this little chat Fido meets Topcat. And it's a really common thing, and it's something that I get asked quite a lot by my puppy owners. How do I introduce my dog, my new puppy or my rescue dog, into a house that already has a cat? And it's not an easy thing. It's a bit of a challenge, isn't it? We all have that little dream that the puppy and the cat are going to cuddle up together on a little bed, loving each other, washing each other's heads. We can take pictures of it, put it on TikTok and have 1 million followers of our cute little furry family all snuggled up together. When in reality, what we've probably got is the wall of death, the cat hiding up the curtains or packing his little red and white spotted handkerchief and stick and moving out, or the dog with infected scratches or eye injuries. It's never quite that little dream that we think it's going to be. So it does take a bit of time to introduce a puppy to an existing household members, because one of them, the cat or the cats, are already household members. They already have their routines, they have their places, they have their times, they have your attention and your affection a lot of the time. And suddenly in comes this ball of furry madness with no manners, no self-control, and the only thing your puppy has known previously in life to have fun with are small furry creatures of roughly his own size or bigger. So you can imagine that when they see this one having been taken away from their siblings and their mum, suddenly to find what they see might be an ally in the house and then be told you can't play with it is quite a challenge. And the cats can be quite stern in telling puppies that they don't want to play. Sometimes it works really well and none of this is needed, but more times than not there's a bit of management involved. And we need to respect the needs of the cat, and we need to respect the cat's space as well as respecting the curiosity of the puppy, because he's going to want to find out what it's all about, seeing this cat in the house. And some puppies may have never seen a cat before because there wasn't one in the house that they were brought up in. And really the simplest way of doing this is management. If you can keep your cat away and put your cat in a safe place and give your cat a safe route to get out, then that's the most obvious way of keeping the two apart. And probably the best thing to do is, if you know you're having a new puppy, is to move all the cat's paraphernalia. So move their bowl, move their bed, move their litter tray for sure if you have one, to somewhere where the puppy won't get access, because the joys of cat poo to a puppy's nose will very quickly become abundantly clear. And that's one of the things you'll find, that prevention is better than cure. So if your cat is going to come into the room, can you manage the times that it comes through? Can you engineer when the cat is coming so you know, and you can plan and you can manage the behaviour of the puppy? And the easiest way to do this is just to shut the door, so that you know if the cat is coming and you see the cat coming, shut the door and then get ready before you let the cat through. Because if the cat's just wandering backwards and forwards as it wants to during the day, which is probably what it's been doing before, because why wouldn't it? It lives there. And then if your puppy sees it and decides to give chase, not only will the cat get fairly disgruntled, there could be an injury, you know, things get knocked about, don't they? Animals can get injured. But your puppy will also go, oh, that was a good game. I quite like that. And will probably try and do the same thing next time. So what will happen is your puppy will get better at chasing the cat, will get better at anticipating the cat coming, because remember, puppy will smell when cat is around. It's a really important part of a puppy's life is smell, and they will very quickly learn to smell when the cat is around. But not only will your puppy get better at chasing your cat, it will get better at chasing other small furry things like squirrels and rabbits and maybe next door's cat or your hamster if you have one. Somebody I've just been training has a hamster, pet hamster, that the dog quite likes. So remember, the more your puppy practices something, the better it will get. And that means it will get better at the things you don't necessarily want it to get better at, as well as the things you do. So one of the things you want it to get better at, in this case, is self-control and not chasing the cat. And if your cat comes through, the easiest thing to do is to have your puppy on a little harness and a house line, a really light little long lead. You can use a bit of string, a bit of rope, a bit of washing line, or you can buy really light, the kind of 1/2 inch really light webbing. I think you can get them as cat lines, but house lines, lots of those online people will sell them. So if you can pop your puppy on a harness and attach the little house line to the back, and then allow the cat through. So you've got puppy on a fairly short line, he can't get to the cat, and what you're going to do is, as puppy is here on the line, this is my demo dog, he's good, isn't he? You're going to show puppy some treats and ideally lure the puppy away. So it's got to be something really tasty. Bit of kibble ain't going to do the job. Something really nice, bit of stinky fish, bit of warm chicken, bit of hot ham or something like that. So on puppy's nose and turn the puppy around. And now the puppy is facing the other way, you're going to offer the puppy the rewards, and you can just scatter them on the floor. So your floor covering might take a bit of a bashing. So pop something nice on the floor behind your puppy dog. So if your puppy was facing this way and cat's coming here, lure the puppy around the opposite way and feed behind. So what's going to happen is your dog's going to start to get a little history in its head of, oh, there's the cat. Mum's going to give me something nice and it's going to be over there. So it's an incompatible behaviour. The dog cannot lunge or chase the cat if the dog is going backwards, turning around and getting food. Now, if you drop one boring bit of kibble on the floor, your dog's going to go muff and chase the cat. So make it worth the puppy's while to turn around and buy yourself time, if you like. So the cat can confidently walk through the room. Now, the cat might not. The cat might have already decided, I don't want to be in here, and scoot through at 90 miles an hour. So be prepared for your puppy to go, oh, there's something moving, I want to get it, particularly if you've got a puppy that will use its eyes. So the herders or the sight hounds will do that. So be ready, hold on tightly so that puppy doesn't get away from you. And hopefully after a few repetitions of this game, because you've engineered it, you know when it's going to happen, you're prepared. Door is shut, cat's on the other side, meowing, banging on the door if anything like my cat, and you're going to get puppy on the long line and the harness. And now I quite often leave a harness on puppy during the day anyway, because it's good practice just to be able to clip the lead on and off, do a few little games, do a bit of heel work, and then let it off. And so as long as puppy is not going to chew your harness, then leave it on if you need to. And gradually puppy will realise that this is the game that happens when the cat nonchalantly walks through the room, and we'll start to go, oh mum, there's the cat, anything in it for me? And then we'll come to you. So the behaviour doesn't happen, which is the best thing. Prevent the behaviour from happening in the first place, and that way you won't have to firefight and try and cure it. So that's how I would introduce puppy to pussycat. Give it a go. Let me know how it goes. Good luck. Enjoy your puppy.